Hello, hello, hello. I am back from my mystery school. It is such a soul enriching, mind expanding process. Ooh, what is happening with my lighting? Um, oh, there it goes. Okay, I don't know if you guys are seeing it on the other end. And it always leaves me just more curious about my inner world and how that is expressed in my outer world. And it always takes me a few days or weeks or maybe even longer to process the deep work that I did over the last 5 days. And one of the questions that I always like to ask myself, which is the topic of today's talk, is are you a muggle in the Matrix? So if you know me and you've been following me a while, you know that I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. And if you don't know what a muggle is, or if you're not a Harry fan, a muggle is someone who lives a status quo, ordinary, non-magical life. They don't believe in any magic. And in fact, it's kind of condemned and shunned. And, they're perfectly content with living in that mundane life. And so anything spiritual or extraordinary or magical is deemed scary or wrong. Okay. The Matrix is one of my favorite movies from the 90s. And, a major theme in the movie is what is reality, right? Like, are you going to take the blue pill or are you going to take the red pill? And so we as humans are kind of living, a lot of us, like a muggle in the Matrix, where we are living this cookie cutter life of what society is dictating to us, that we have to be married and have the 2.3 kids and the dog and the white picket fence and work in a corporate career and basically just be these drones that are essentially like wasting life, right? And I remember when Jack was going into kindergarten, and like any mom, and if you're out there, you could probably resonate. Like, I was totally trying to keep it together and not cry when I dropped him off in kindergarten. And I remember being like, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. And he's like, yeah. And then I left and I was like, blah. And one of the things that really came to me was like, oh my God, like I just put my kid in the system, like the Matrix system, right? So you're going to learn how to go to school and take the tests and get the A's to go to college, to do the things, to get the job, to do all of these things, right? And then you become part of that Matrix. And part of being a human in society is also being in that Matrix, right? Like, I have the 2.3 kids and the dog and the husband and the house. However, it's about opening yourself up to an awareness that there is more. And who is that true self? Who is that authentic part of you, that part of the divine consciousness that came through as you, right? So if you look at the divine or God or the universe or whatever you call it, if you imagine it to be like the sun, okay, like that beautiful radiating sun, right? And that every ray on that sun is a human, right? Or an animal or tree or whatever, but let's just stick to humans, right? Because this is kind of like a push kind of concept. And so if your unique self, your true self is a single ray from that divine source of the sun, using that as a symbol, it is your, I don't want to say duty because that's like a weird word, but like almost like your spiritual obligation. Oh, that's not the word either, but like it's like your purpose to decondition yourself from that matrix, from what society has dictated, from what family has dictated, in order to unravel yourself from that conditioning and that matrix so that you can be that ray of your unique self, of your authentic self, of your true self, right? So that you can kind of live your divine purpose, like so that you could see that you're beyond these constructs of what you live within. And so if you're watching this now, I would love to hear from you. And so if you're watching this live, drop a comment and below. Is this making any sense? Is this blowing your mind? Are you like, what the hell is she talking about today? If you were watching this on replay, hashtag replay, because it does, talking about the matrix, increase the algorithm so that more people can see this. And so when you start to explore your inner world and explore that you are this ray, and that there is purpose to your life, more you become more open to all the magical stuff that life is, right? So the more inner world and inner work that you do, the more magical the whole life experience becomes. I have a friend who is talking, and she was saying that there's some quote, and I'm constantly butchering quotes, and those who know me know this, but the quote was like, you could choose whether you see everything as magical in this world, or you could see nothing as magical in this world. And I don't know about you, but I think if you're in this group, you kind of want to see things magically. And so we have that choice, right? And so, but that part of that process is going in and healing those wounds and deconditioning from what society is dictating. And what does that mean to decondition? Questioning it. Questioning society, questioning what you see on the news, questioning what truth is it absolute truth, or is it your truth, right? Is it your belief system? And is that true for all? And how do we start to kind of unpack all of this, right? And so the more that we can go within, and what my teacher said this weekend is that meditation is the medicine. So the more that we can meditate, even if you are just starting and it is just like 2 minutes or like 1 minute, like legit, when I started meditating, I was like, I can't meditate. I can't shut this brain off. All I'm doing is like, and I was like, I could set my alarm for 2 minutes and just shut the fuck up and just be quiet. And so I did, and that was the beginning of my meditation journey. And sometimes I have great ones, sometimes I don't. Like this morning I had like an amazing, awesome one. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store and I gotta remember to get milk, right? So it's a practice for a reason. And so what I'm sharing with you is to begin to question more deeply, okay? To go inside. And when we do so, we begin to find that there is meaning and that there is purpose, and that your individual ray, your unique self, is here on a journey for you to learn and evolve and grow as a soul. And all of the codependency, all of the fears, all of the people pleasing, all of the overdoing, all of the perfectionism, however all that shit shows up in your life, is there as a gift for you to work through. so that you can heal and grow and evolve and turn those wounds into wisdom, so that you can then share with those in your life that healing, so that we could all heal and we could all grow and we could all be love, essentially. So I love that I'm on this magical ride, and I hope that you are on this magical ride with me. And speaking of magical rides, Chiron and your midlife awakening starts next Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And that would be 5 p.m. Eastern. And I'm not going to do the other mountains in Central because that always gets me all mixed up. But it's a super awesome journey. It's 4 weeks, 4 Mondays from the 17th to November 7th. And it's 90 minutes, and my good friend is an astrologer, and so she will be teaching all about the astrology behind your midlife awakening, which is between 36 and 51. If you're older than 51, you could still join and get those nuggets of like, okay, what do I have to glean from my experiences? And it's just going to be like this super awesome journey. So that she's doing the astrology piece, and then I am going to be doing what I call hypno healings, which are inner journeys into specific points in your life. And we were going to gently go there so that you could learn about belonging, about expression, about worthiness, and how this all relates to your midlife. And so I hope to see you all there. The link is pinned to the top of the group. And speaking of group, I feel like I have outgrown the name of this group, Transform the Shit Out of Your Life. And so the new name is the Soul Sanctuary. And I am so in love with that name. And I just got, I love being on this ride with you too, Joanne. And I got like a little new banner for it. So, it is the Soul Sanctuary, so I hope you enjoy the new name. It feels right and fitting, and it feels just, oh, thank you. It came to me, I was like, that's totally it, because I want this to be a sanctuary for everybody's soul and a very safe place that we can share and be vulnerable, and that it's just a very safe sanctuary for our souls in this corner of the interweb. So that is what I wanted to share with you all today, and I will see you soon. Mwah! Bye.